What a boy call you, J-Lo?
J. Cole.
J. Cole.
J. Cole. What do you think it is that keeps you so sharp?
I'm not going to discredit. Fuck that shit. Pharmaceutical drugs, I have a problem with that big time, brother.
You think that's a part of your PTSD?
Yeah. All I hear is, you gotta let it go. And I would love to let it go. But damn, man, the shit won't go. I go to sleep at night and I have these. As a matter of fact, I was also called a baby killer. And they don't know me. Experience is the best teacher. The definition of anger, I like this. The definition of anger is an emotional punishment you give yourself for somebody else's behavior.
All right, what's going on, people? I got a very special guest today, my great uncle Malcolm. This man has taught me a lot my whole life, you know. He's my family on the Caribbean side, my father's side. Right now we're in Antigua on a family vacation, and really I just want to talk to you about your locks and whatever you want to talk about, really. Like, I've just learned a lot from you, and I think a lot of people can catch some gems from you. So first of all, how long have you been growing your locks?
I started my locks in 1965, December. But then it kind of like was not going the way I wanted to go, so I took it out. And then January of 1996, I put it back in. So basically from January of 1996 since I had this. And I'm working on Wall Street in the Jewish situation. It was frowned upon in reference to the hairstyle. So, but I never changed what I do because that's what I want to do, and I was very good at what I was doing for them. So they had an issue with keeping me or letting me go because I was very good with them. So they kept me, and then my hair grew and grew, and now and you know, it's the religion called Rastafarian. It's a Rastafarian cult, but American blacks bought into it, and most of the American blacks do not consider it Rastafarian. They consider it a hairstyle. And I also do the same thing. I consider it a hairstyle with all due respect. I mean, seriously respect to the Rastafarian cult.
So that being said, do you have any spiritual connection to your locks?
None whatsoever. No.
Okay.
No. I'm not that spiritual person. I believe in things that I want to believe in, so I don't express that at all. But spiritually, you don't hear nothing about me spiritually. Nothing at all.
Okay. We're in Antigua right now, but you're from St. Thomas. I'm actually surprised that you didn't have locks earlier. Were you ever like what stopped you from doing that, like growing up?
No, we didn't. There was no educational process into that situation whatsoever when I grew up. I'm 78 years old. We wasn't doing that. The Jamaicans at that point in time were starting to develop their situation.
Okay.
It wasn't what we call universal at that time. And that wonderful Mr. Robert Nestor Marley actually exposed that cultural situation to the world.
Wow. Okay, so I thought, I really didn't know that. I thought he just like made it mainstream, Bob Marley. But I thought in all the islands, like people just had locks.
No, not necessarily. Not
as many.
Not in the 60s at all, no. Only Jamaica, not in the 60s. Not at all. I don't know what year it reference to 70s, 80s, or 90s when it really became a lot of people doing it. But I know back in the 60s, no. Big time, no.
Wow.
Yeah,
so, one of the most interesting things about you is you're a Vietnam vet. Just what's the first thing that comes to your head when I say that? This man is a legend.
The situation with our Vietnam veteran is when we came back to America and the treatment we received was very, very bad. There was nothing good about it. It was a lose situation for us. And I still hang out to a lot of Vietnam veterans that are still alive, and we always talk about when we came back to this country of America, and we were treated so poorly. I mean, we wasn't really accepted. My problem is the war is that war, but I fight it for the same place that you live in. So don't treat me like some kind of enemy. And it wasn't not just the government, it was also the people in the streets. I have few experiences where a couple of people actually discredit me personally because I told them I'm a Vietnam veteran. As a matter of fact, I was also called a baby killer. And they don't know me. So they call me a baby killer. That was very unfair. Very unfair. And you know, Vietnam veterans, we carry that with us a long way because we talk a lot. And that we hold on to that because it was not very fair. Now we getting thank you for the service kind of greetings now. I mean, we changed a little bit thing, but we still got a little bit of hurt that we refuse to let go. Whether we should or we shouldn't, doesn't matter, but we refuse to let it go. Not easy.
You think that's a part of your PTSD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I you know, my family, which I love dearly, and if I sit down and I start talking about this or talking about, all I hear is, you gotta let it go. And I would love to let it go, but damn man, the shit won't go. I go to sleep at night and I have these reoccurring nightmares, not about, so much about the war, but a lot of stuff that I never used to dream about, what we call nightmares now. So I can't let it go. And I got it. The civilians doesn't have no understanding or understanding of our situation. It's very difficult for them. Very, very difficult. And I recognize that. And I'm managing it the best I can because they have no idea what we're talking about here,
Yeah.
You know, it's not easy, my brother. Tough.
So going from a soldier in Vietnam into Wall Street, what was that transition like, and what is something that you learned in Vietnam that you took to Wall Street that helped your career? I had some good questions.
That question there, I gonna not change the question itself, but change the answer in a different venue. When I started coaching Little League baseball in Harlem, New York, which I still do in 1989, I could never understand why the children them were not picking up quickly what I'm trying to teach them. And it bothered me for a while. What the heck? You all ain't learning nothing, blah, 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 blah. Because I'm saying that to say that when I was in boot camp, my body had to learn it. Because we were told that if you're a bad soldier, you're going to die in Vietnam. So it took me, I think maybe 3 years maximum to understand that these kids only 11 and 12 years old. And why am I forcing my stuff that I was given at 20 years old in reference to boot camp and Vietnam on these 11 and 12 years old? So it taught me a little bit in reference to how to manage going around the fact that they wouldn't learn what I'm teaching them immediately. It was very difficult for me for a while. But I took it and I ran with it because I'm a smart ass man, brother. I'm a smart black man. And I learn things as I go, and nobody can tell me anything else than experience is the best teacher.
Yeah. You said something to me the other day. You were like, other people will teach you so much about life, experience, and meeting other people. You know, yeah.
I came here to Antigua. Any island, any place I go to, I not get away per se, but I go mingle with the locals.
Yeah.
I prefer to go into a little bar, a little family thing,
Yep.
and sit down and talk to
Like
these
yesterday.
people, and like yesterday,
Yeah.
and hear them talk. And you'd be surprised at what they be saying about their learning here, wherever they are, whether it be in Antigua or wherever. But yesterday was very experimental. It was great. It was great, man. And the thing about it, they're talking, and I tried to drop a little hint in there. And not that they wouldn't let me, but they had no time for me. They were too busy trying to give me their growing up situation here in this island. Very interested. And we can sit down there and we can cuss them out and say, you're this and you're that and the other, but that's what they do. They live here. You have to listen. You might not like it, but you have to listen to it. And that's what I do. I really do that and I experience it and I love it. Talking to you, Troy, I have a lot of respect for you, my son. So every now and then we have a conversation. I try not to, but forcing my stuff on you. And if you could see that, I would say something to you and just leave it live so you can take it any way you want to take it and run with it. So I'm a serious man. I love this life. I learn a lot. And I know what human beings do. Human beings live, and a lot of us don't let live. Human beings don't like human beings. And I recognize that. And I know that we sit down here and we pretend that family member, this family member, they're still a family member. They're paying their ass, but they're a family member. But they have their own views. When I was in the Marine Corps, I stood in front of a picture, about 10 people in the picture, and the sergeant told me, what do you see? And I told that man what I saw. The guy after me came up in the same spot, same picture, and he told the sergeant what he saw. And I'm going like, what? That's not what I saw. Think about that. Yeah. Same picture, same distance, but he explained it in a different view. I mean, because the truth is personal, and nobody can tell you nothing. The truth is personal. Your truth is your truth, and that one truth over there don't mean it's your truth. It's difficult. Human beings is something else, brother. That thing we call spiritual and God and Jesus. Wow, man. We can do what we want, brother.
Yeah.
Do what we want, man. You say you have to. You only live once. Wrong, man. You die once. You live all the time. And then people tell me you only live once. Bullshit. You live more than one. You live a long time. That 9 lives in a cat ain't a story. That ain't a joke, brother. I don't mean when you die and they bury you and you come back alive. No. You want to change the way you think you're dead. And you have issues with the fact that you're not healthy or what you want to be. You're not the person that will run from here over there, or something is bothering you and you're not doing good and you can't go to work or you can't go over here. You think you're dying, but you're not. You're just suffering a little bit of pain we're supposed to suffer.
You said you're 78 years old. You're almost 80. Like,
No, I got 2 years.
2 more years. 2 more years. But like, you're still so sharp. So like, what do you think it is that keeps you so sharp?
I'm not going to discredit. Fuck that shit. Pharmaceutical drugs, I have a problem with that big time, brother. I really honestly do. I go to the doctor, and I like everybody else does, and all they do is mostly now in today's day and age, is they go to your computer and they order you some kind of pharmaceutical drug supposed to help you. It doesn't cure you. So my issue is that as long as I'm not taking pharmaceutical drugs, I'm going to be healthier than that person that take a lot of pharmaceutical drugs. That's how I feel. I'm going to be healthier than them. I don't care what they say. Because I can do a lot of things right now, man. I know I can. My eyesight is bad right now because of glaucoma, and I struggle to find my way through things, but I find my way through things. My daughter told me today she's proud of me because I can find my way through things. And a lot of people don't understand that. I can't remember when I could see. I just can't. I think that dark.
Wow.
I can't remember when I could see. And everybody think I could see because you see that camera, that don't mean I should see it. Because my eyes are screwed up.
Wow.
So it's wonderful, man. And I know deep down inside, all my family behind me, they have a ton of respect for me and my knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
But their acceptance sometimes of what I say and how I say it bothers them. I know it does. How I say it bothers them and what I say bothers them. There you go again. Of course there you go again. What am I supposed to do? There I go again. I'm going to tell you what I know. I firmly believe that the elders, on which Troy, you're going to be one of them soon if you're not right now. Elders is exactly what it's called. Elders. You're an elder. And the elder carries a lot of responsibility. Elders carry a lot of responsibility, a whole ton of responsibility elders do. Because we're supposed to be out there teaching our youngsters. For the better use of the word, learning them. And you ain't supposed to learn people, they're supposed to learn you own, but you learn them. And if you don't try and teach them / learn them, you're not going to learn anything. If you back off and say, ah man, that boy, that boy. No man, you gotta continue doing it. I'm telling you. I got a kid where he is now in I think in North Carolina. Antoine Barnett, you're my brother.
Yes, sir.
And every time we talk, he always said to me, Uncle Malcolm, every time I do something, I thought about what you told me. But when he was younger and I was teaching him, he never said that. But now I realize that he grasped it. And now he have a hold of it and he say, man, good, run. So it is what it is. So as an elder, you teach and then leave it alone. You know what you can do about them learning.
Yeah. Was there ever a point, being the man of the house, you have all these kids looking up to you, you have your wife, was there ever a time where you were like, man, I'm a little overwhelmed, like I don't know if I can do this? And if so, how did you get through that?
Yeah, there are a couple of times where I got a little bit frustrated, but frustration also is part of being a human being. And I always learn that every decision you make comes with a consequence. So frustration is part of this thing. And I'm very good, I am great now handling anything that happened to me because nothing I can do about it. So it was frustrating, but every time I lay my head down to sleep, what you say? I pray, the Lord. How you remember the prayer? Now I lay me down to sleep.
I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
Pray the Lord my soul to keep. When you lay your head down to sleep, you're gone. So that frustration happened just before you went to sleep. It's over with. Now when you wake up, after you pray the Lord my soul to keep, when you wake up, if you want to grab that frustration again and run with it, then it becomes a big problem. Because that frustration ain't going to leave unless you let it go. Frustration means solving something that's really not there. Frustration is a weird thing. The definition of anger, I like this. The definition of anger is an emotional punishment you give yourself for somebody else's behavior. That's anger. And so if you want to walk on with anger because somebody say, Troy, you ain't doing a good thing, man. You get angry because you know you're doing a good thing. And you get angry. You get angry at him or her or them or whoever created that issue. Okay? I'm angry. Bye. But then I'm done with the anger. The quicker you get rid of it, the better you live. The quicker you get rid of it, the better you live. carry on stuff with you, you're going to create a problem with you in your life. Don't run from, run to. If you run from, you're going to be running from all your life. But if you run to, because you know where you're going, when you're running from, you have no idea where you're going because you're just running from.
It's like what Bob Marley said. He said, you're running away, but you can't run away from yourself.
From yourself.
Yep.
That's right, brother.
Right.
That's right.
Right. Last thing I want to touch on is Harlem Little League. Like, you and Sheila, your wife, y'all pretty much running. So like, what exactly is y'all's position in that organization, and like, why do you do it?
My wife is on the board of directors now. I was in the board of directors one time before she came on. I know they don't allow husband and wives on the board at the same time. So I came off because there was certain issue with baseball-wise. I was dropping on them and they wasn't accepting it. And then 6 months or a year later, they bring up that same thing that I told them, let's do, and they take credit for it. And I left the board because it was disrespect. If I tell you move a thing over here, you say no, and a year later you move the thing over here, that's not good. But me and Sheila right now, especially my wife, she's a baseballer. She don't take nothing, man. She's a hard fighter, she's a worker, and she does just about everything in the league. And I help her the best I can. I'm connection, coach, manager, umpire this, umpire that. I do just about everything. And the reason I mean it's still like that part of the question also. As a kid growing up in the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas per se, baseball was my passion. Now was. It's because it's still a baseball is my passion since then. I love the game. I love the game more than any other game. I will watch other games and jump on the chair and carry on. But if the baseball game on, and they got like 3 or 4 different other sports on, I can look at the baseball game. Because I love the game. I love how they do it because baseball and me had the same situation. It's a disciplined game. Baseball, you can stand there and nothing happen. You have to have discipline that when something do happen, you have to make it happen. You're weapon to making a place. In the other games, you're continuously happening. The baseball, no brother. The baseball, you can stand up there on the field, 4 innings gone by, nothing happened. Here comes the 5th inning, game closed, a ball hit to you. Now you have to make the play to help the team win, or not make the play, the team lose. Because your discipline and your concentration left. Because there was nothing happening. Over in Vietnam, sit down there, we're in a foxhole, nothing happening. And we think, oh, everything's all right, over to here, pa-pow, 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 pa-pow. So we have to prepare, to be prepared for when that pa-pow, pa-pow, pa-pow happens. Crazy, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, man. So the same thing with baseball.
Wow.
Same thing, man. You sit down there.
Yeah. It's a great analogy.
Yeah, it is. It is a fact. And the average black kid don't want to play baseball because of that discipline. They don't want to be disciplined. The average kid today do not want to be disciplined. They don't want nobody to tell them nothing. And my biggest fear is I hate, not hate, but I don't like to hate, but when I hear adults say, oh, that child is smart. Say, he ain't smart, he's only fucking 12 years old. We talking about smart. He's 12 years old, or 11 or 10, or even 13 or 14. Don't build him up to be nothing he ain't. So I have a problem with that, but that's what we do. And we're afraid of our children, we're afraid to tell them things. So they don't want to go in baseball. They want to go in basketball or football where they can get in there right away. There ain't no preparation to go there. They go in there right away. And they figure they're in. And the thing about a high percentage of them doesn't make it, and we don't discuss that. All we talk about the ones that make it. That's all we discuss. The percentage of the ones that don't make it is huge.
Yeah.
I know like 4 or 5 kids from St. John University that left school early. And after 2 years, they're the pros. So in baseball, with basketball now developing, we have a minor league in baseball. Basketball is now developing the same thing. The G League used to be a little different to the upgraded where if you didn't make the big team, you go down there automatically to your team and you learn your craft until they call you up, which is great, which I love a lot. But baseball, I like baseball, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone tell me no about baseball.
It's a beautiful game, man.
No, you never played it.
Yeah. I tried when I was like 15.
I remember that.
Pitching a little bit.
Yeah, I remember that. The father tried it too. Kareem was very good.
Yeah.
Kareem was top shot.
Yeah, I remember you told me.
Yeah, Kareem was good. But that was not his passion.
Right.
He was like his father. If I had his talent, I'd have gone somewhere good. I didn't have his talent. I just had the talent to work hard every day to better my skills. But I wasn't that skillful to become any kind of professional.
Wow.
But I'm a great coach.
You are a great coach. For
I
sure.
am. I know I am.
All right, man. You dropped a lot of wisdom in our conversation. I appreciate it. You've had a long life of a lot of discipline being a big theme in your life. Like I said, you taught me a lot. You teach really everyone around you a lot, and you're appreciated. So, what is one last message you'd like to tell anybody watching this?
When you every time you walk around, there are a lot of human beings around you. Human beings is a big part of this earth. Human beings. That one day, all of them is a big part of this thing. And some people are born wise. Finish it, no? Some people are born otherwise.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have people that are what they call sick in the head, drug addicts, that just can't get over the drug scene. And you have guys that in and out of prison because the criminal scene in the avenue. And you have the gangs and stuff that do that gang stuff, that steal and cheat and carry on. It ain't never going to change. And then you have somebody like me afraid to thief, because afraid to go to jail. So I ain't going to thief nobody. I'm not going to hit anybody. I don't want to go into prison. I know I've been to prison a couple of times, and I don't want to do that. I don't like it. It's not a very good thing. It's not a very good thing. Definitely not.
Yeah. All right, man. You said a lot, and I learned a lot. I think a lot of people watching are going to learn a lot. So I appreciate it, man.
I love you too, my brother.
Love you, man. Yes, sir.
No, for real, man.
Yeah, of course.
What a boy call you, J-Lo?
J. Cole.
J. Cole?
J. Cole. That's what everybody calls me these days, man.
Why, you look like him?
Yeah, a little bit. It's the locks and the beard.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of look alike.
Who the hell is J. Cole?
He's a rapper.
Okay.
Yeah, he plays a little ball too.
Oh, he does?
So
okay.
yeah, so the comparisons I get even more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You keep doing what you're doing, my brother.
Yeah, you already know.
I love you, my brother.
Yeah, I love you too,
right,
man.
You take care.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes,
now,
sir.
the thing about it now, right? Your first child, I can't wait to see that boy.
Yeah. me too, for real.
You too?
Me and Jamal were talking about it.
You're talking about that for real?
Yeah, man, because, I'm single now. Like I told you, I'm focused on other things right now.
I know you are.
But that's definitely something I want one day as a family. And see little kids running around, so.
You change your life,
Yeah, absolutely.
You change your life completely. You don't know until you experience that shit, but
Right.
it literally changes your life.
I look forward to it.
Your life changing?
Yeah, absolutely.
I hear you, man.
Yes, sir.
You still on?
Yeah, we still on.
Oh, we still on?
Yeah, man.
Oh, God, boy.
We can get off though, man. Hey, appreciate y'all, man. Share this video.
Yeah.
Comment.
Thank you.
Comment any jewels you got. you know, go ahead and thank him in the comments as well. Like he said, some people are born wise, some people are born otherwise. Until the next time, peace.
Stay up.
Stay up.